right, man. So, see, I'm breaking out eating shit I ain't supposed to be eating. Breaking out everywhere. But Beterbiev, is saying that Bivol trying to duck the fade for the trilogy. Yeah, he trying to duck the fade for the trilogy. Personally, uh, um, you know, I felt that Bivol won the first fight and Beterbiev won the second fight. That's how I felt. I'm gonna start doing some film reviews on the Patreon. I know I'm behind on the Patreon. I'm gonna try to build it up today. I should be able to find some time behind shit because of the holiday. But Artur Beterbiev blamed Dmitry Bivol for trilogy delay. Question when the third fight will ever happen. Now, it's rumors that it's supposed to happen in Russia and not Saudi. So that's the good word. So he posted on social media. Dmitry Bivol is stating that he's the reason the trilogy is being delayed. He says the day after the first fight, we agreed to it on a rematch, which was to take place within 4 months. So the fact that I was after the operation and my coach and doctor were categorically against such an early rematch, said Beterbiev on Instagram today, discussing why his third fight would Bivol has been delayed. He said after the second fight, I immediately showed interest in the early third fight, and at first there was rumors about the fight in August, but my opponent Bivol said in an interview that he wanted to hold it in late autumn, then at the end of the year, and now it's completely unknown when. Dmitry, I think, how old do I don't know, Demia, how old do I have to be so that we can fight a third time? Beterbiev send a message to Bivol. So he's accusing him of aging him out, which is nothing new. Which is absolutely nothing new. He aged him out. He aged him out already. So what are we talking about? He aged him out already. So, you know, I don't really understand it, why people don't see it. He aged him out for years, you know, before coming to an agreement to this fight. So why are people so surprised right now? You know, he aged him out for years trying to make this fight. That's what he did. And that's why, you know, people do things like that, is because they know they can get away with it, and history is just going to remember, you know, BoxRec and, you know, the majority of history is just going to remember who won and who lost. You know, they don't go and look at Canelo got one of the oldest ages for his opponent. That's a fact. He got one of the oldest ages for, you know, his opponent's age is, they say, it's older than Rocky Marciano's. And if you don't forget, Crawford is 37 too, so that's not gonna help him. You know, that's not gonna help him at all. You got an old Cotto, old Shane Mosley, an old Ryan Rose on your resume. So when you start looking at that stuff, you know, so it get interesting. So, but so be it. So be it. I mean, that's how a lot of these dudes operate. So he pretty much waited for him to get old. And a lot of fighters, that's one of the oldest tricks in the book. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard was notorious for doing shit like that. People forgot he aged out Hagler. He waited till Hagler had an absolute war with John the Beast Mugabe, which that's a fight I feel like everybody should watch. You know, he waited till he had a war with John the Beast Mugabe to fight Mugabe. People forget that. They waited till he had an absolute war, and he seen the cheek in the armor, and he was like, bet, I'm ready. Let's fucking fight. So there's nothing new. I like what Nas said on that song. There's nothing new up under what was the name of that song? Was it No Idea? What is it called? I forget. It's nothing new up under the sun. Everything has already been done. It's nothing new. So they've been aging out fighters for years. They've been strategically fighting fighters for years. They've been popping hot and doing shit like that for years. So I don't really understand why people why people are surprised. But honestly, um, I know a lot of people are not happy with people doing it. If you pull, I mean, it don't shock me none. He didn't want the fight to begin with. Waited to age the man out. So and I get it. I get a lot of people are upset about it. I get it. But ultimately, it is what it is. It is what it is. But what do I truly feel about it? Honestly, um, really, I don't really need to see a trilogy. I will, I mean, I guess to break the ice, I feel like the fight wasn't what it was supposed to be. Even the second fight, which is a little bit more action, in my opinion, um, but it was still a good fight. Let's credit the Bivol slowing the fight down. Making Beterbiev so that he can box. And I just feel like Beterbiev, I'll hustle him in that second fight. He imposed his will. But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like Bivol won the first fight. So I guess they need to break the trilogy. But if he don't want to, I mean, it'll be a stain on his part. It'll be a stain on his part. I gave you a rematch. Now I got my lick back and I'm gone. My thing is this: if you didn't want to do a rematch, then why not go fight David Benavidez then? That's my thing. If you didn't want to do a rematch, why not go fight David Benavidez then? Am I tripping? Why sit all this time wait for Benavidez to lock something in with Riasis and then you go missing? Then you go missing. So that's my issue with it. But I think he showed people enough that he one of the best fighters in the world. I think he been kind of knocking at the door, got some notoriety. I mean, so be it. But but the rumor is it's supposed to be going down in Russia. So then you got this article. Give me 1 second. You got this article saying that Saudi Arabia out, Russia in for Dmitry Bivol, Beterbiev 3. So it said if fight fans run a world away to urban match between light heavyweights Bivol and Beterbiev with great anticipation. It says the fight 1 and 2 took place in Riyadh season. The trilogy fight was also set to take place there. However, according to a report from the ring, Bivol and Beterbiev have both requested that Saudi money Turkey man permit the third fight to take place in Russia, their homeland. Al-Sheikh said to have given his blessing. However, with us already in the second half of the year, there's no set working date for the third fight. Yes, this is a fight that is more than worth waiting for, but at the same time, the clock is ticking. Bivol saw this week how, he was ordered to defend his IBF belt against mandatory Michael Eifert, with plenty of suggestions that Bivol will instead vacate the IBF as he did with the WC earlier. So now the third showdown with Beterbiev may be a contest for the WBA, WBO, and the ring belt. So I mean, shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. They strip people who don't bring a lot of money to the table. If you don't bring that Canelo Mayweather money to the table, they gonna strip you. So we all know that. We all seen that. So I don't really understand. Why we had a problem with that. They committed 2 fights to you. So they cleared it up. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think they do what they do. Excuse me, they do what they do. They don't. They don't. A lot of people gonna lose respect for Beterbiev, but I mean for Bivol, but he'd go on, he'd live his life, he'd be fine. He ain't gonna trip about it. But honestly, something that they need to close. Got to remember, Better De La Hoya and Trinidad never closed that door. You don't leave doors open. You want to close those doors mentally. So, but it's up each his own. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, join the Patreon, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Check out the Box News playlist. Appreciate the love and support, but honestly, I think it will happen. Or maybe I don't know what people trying to stretch it out for. It's a good question, but let me know what y'all think. Peace.